beyond my abilities.
Good evening. It's 7:01 p.m. and we're about to begin our scheduled meeting for the Select Board on May 11th, 2026. We're going to try to be as articulate as possible. Make sure your mics are on when you speak because our secretary who would normally record the minutes is not here at the moment. So we'll do our best to be as clear as we can in what we say and only one person speaking at a time if possible. Thank you. Moving on, we have from the consent agenda, previous meeting minutes.
I would make a motion, we accept the minutes as produced for the last meeting.
Second.
Thank you. Motion's been made and seconded that we accept the minutes as produced. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And those abstain who were not at the last meeting?
Abstain, Lance.
Abstain, Nikki.
Thank you both. We're moving on. Tom Jameson cannot be here this evening for the meeting. God, I keep doing that. We need to be clear in what we say and not borrowing words. He's unable to attend this evening, so he did present some notes. Does anyone want to read them into the record? No, I will. Okay. A few notes. Tammy, how you doing?
We're doing great.
We're going to go slow and we only just started. Tom's notes are as follows. He has a contact at the community bank to call for an account review. He's been unable to connect with them directly. Well, hang on a second. There we go. He's been unable to connect with them directly. He's trying to get a current interest rate for all the accounts on the account summaries that we requested.
This was the meeting we had last month. Okay.
2 ago that
I
we
do recall
requested.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Second note that Thomas provided was the money for the state paving grant has been received at the end of April, and it does show, and I can confirm, and I believe everyone can, that it's in our reports. The final note that he has for the road report is there is a $15,000 listed as an engineering expense, and he thinks that's for Whitney Road. There wasn't anything in the budget. He's not sure if a grant will be covering this or if it needs to be a different classification or taken from a different account. I'm not sure what that money's from.
That's grant money that will be reimbursed.
Right.
It comes out of the road account for now.
Okay, so it'll come from the road account with expectation of it being reimbursed, Tom. Thank you for confirming. And
I don't know if it's 100% reimbursement, but
okay. I have lots of papers here. I apologize. This was the mail. If anyone wants to review that while we're moving along, and then we'll keep going. Everybody get a chance to look at it before the end of the meeting. I do not believe, is there any others on the consent agenda? Excellent. Moving on. Visitors. Scanning around. I see some folks. I know what Kathy's here for. Let's take a look at the young man in the very back of the room. Brian? Perfect. Thank you. We know what Alan's here for. We have no one on comms or online, so visitor section is closed. Moving on. Alex Barkley, albeit is the second meeting of the month, he did send on a couple things. Lance has it in his hands regarding the bike path and some of the grants we were looking to obtain. I don't know if you saw his emails, but unfortunately, a lot of the things we were trying to classify under that, it's not going to fit.
Yeah.
it's
not gonna make it.
That's why we haven't applied before.
Right.
Right.
We don't have any parking area. We have one place where it crosses the road.
Yeah, and we're working on getting that done. Al's got a meeting set up with the state to have them look at it before we start work.
And in the last meeting, we were trying to see if we can get the roaming carts, if you remember.
And we can't.
I did find that Granger sells the speed signs that mount to the posts.
Okay.
They're about 5,000 a piece.
That's
It's 4,900 for the 23 by something, and then for 2 inches more, it's up 5,000.
Holy smokes.
They're not cheap, but they're solar powered. That's why.
Oh.
So unfortunately, it's not going to fit. He does mention Linda McCall had talked about some sidewalk work, and we can review this later on, but just wanted to touch base on that. The other item that we're not going to cover tonight, we'll cover it in 2 weeks, but he did send along is the agreement renewal
Yep.
that we asked him for, right? So that's here if anybody wants to review the paperwork, but that will not be a part of this evening's meeting. We'll cover that at the next meeting. If everybody can get an opportunity to review that before the next meeting, we would greatly
Good.
appreciate it.
Mhm.
I think that belongs over there with the mail. I'm not sure. And this as well with the mail. So, sorry, buddy. It's all out here. It was all laid out for me. It was very nicely laid out. Moving on, we're up the roads. That's you, Alan and Brian. Bring it on down.
Just we'll get, they did change it, need to clean that. Yeah, I looked at that, but they have these folks.
I know, but it's still.
But it looks ridiculous.
So under the road agenda, we have a couple items, fiscal year 2027's grant initiative is the top line item. You were going to talk to Mac, if I remember correctly, and have a brief conversation about that.
We did have a brief conversation about some of the grants. I know I actually just got an email about the Whitney project, and it
Mhm.
sounds like that's a go.
Okay.
It's not 100% as we speak, but the way Mac was talking, we're probably definitely gonna get that one. So that's good. As far as that, the rest of it, I'm kind of
Wait and see.
Yeah, you know, I'm still getting used to it, you know, trying to get a feel for things and asking for advice when I can and all that good stuff.
Perfect.
But I think I'm on the right track. If my speech is a
you
little
know,
goofy tonight, it's because I'm still recovering from a sickness. I was pretty sick last week.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Yeah.
But,
Well, appreciate it.
yeah,
Cruise
Glad
jet
you're
for you.
feeling better.
no, definitely.
Or a jet.
Not a jet. I definitely had a virus get a hold of me and boy, it kicked my butt
Ugh.
for a few days and so knocking wood, I'm feeling a little better.
So you've been grading the roads. You two have been doing some work on the roads.
Yep, Mac has been coming in. He filled in a little bit last week. And we've been kind of taking turns back and forth with the grading. I went out today, hit a few roads. I'd like to do the same tomorrow, but I just looked at the weather for
Lost.
that. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the greatest
Any
idea.
breaks, is it?
That's the thing, you know, like at least a couple of dry days, you know, like I was up on your road today, just kind of scuffing it around, trying to
Fill in
take-
that
ease the
curve in the
burden,
moon.
right? You know,
It is what it is.
it is, you know, they're definitely getting better. Brian and Nick, the last few weeks have done a phenomenal job doing maintenance on things.
Good.
I think there's only a few things left that we have to service, but we're zipping right through things, trying to get prepared. Nick has been doing a really good job. I'm surprised he's not here tonight. He wanted to stop in and say hi. Screener was broke for a while. We got a part for that. That's back up and running. Brian's been over there screening some really, really good gravel.
Good.
I checked it out this morning. I'm like, boy, if we could lay 8 inches of that stuff on every single dirt road in Bakersfield, we'd be golden.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough of that, but so that's where we're headed in that direction. And I just looked at, I can't believe it's almost Memorial Day. So next week, we're gonna
I know.
think about getting some flags up. It's coming fast. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know if Brian has anything to say.
Yeah, I got a couple questions on the pit. We need to get the engineer in there and have him delineate the zones that we can use. And we also need to start thinking about a crushing and possibly a blasting permit. Cause as FEMA said at the last flood, they ain't making no more gravel. So right now is the time to jump on that and you don't have a whole lot of neighbors over there right now for opposition.
Okay, so you're requesting that we get an engineering study done out there?
Well, you got, the studies are all done.
Yeah.
You just need the engineer to come in and
Actually.
lay out the zones, because the prettier something looks, the easier you're gonna get a permit.
I think the last person who looked at the pit was Tyler
So
Billingsley.
Tyler, yeah.
I would contact him.
But me not being licensed surveyor or anything, I don't wanna say this is where
Yep.
number one ends and this is where number two begins. And
He's
then,
familiar with it, so he should be able to help us. And he's been the guy that we've been using. We're using him on the road over here, Whitney
Whitney.
Road.
Yeah.
And we used him for the FEMA floods.
it's pretty well laid out in the maps and everything of it. It's just, you know, the more exact that something is when the state comes in to say, well, what if?
Yeah.
You know, the easier it goes through.
Mhm.
I think one of the things is, as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, this gravel that Brian's been mining out is pushing that boundary line to the wetlands. The wetlands, it's not too far to the right. So we kind of need, if we could get in there and mine some more of this stuff, would be perfect, but I think we're pushing.
Is it that
We don't
dike?
want to get into wetlands.
Is it that dike in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah. See if we could take that middle out
Yeah,
and take that end out.
yeah,
They're still well above the wetlands.
yeah.
So, but until somebody with different letters after their name than my name has.
Yeah, there's
I think it would be safer than.
memory serves, that dip on the, as you're facing south on that right-hand side is where the wetlands start, right? Okay.
It's, I don't, do we need a motion for that? Just to have them go get an engineer?
Yeah.
No,
The engineer?
I make a motion that, because it's town expenditures,
Mhm.
that we have, Tyler Billingsley, I can't remember the name of the firm he works for. He has acted as the town engineer on several occasions, take a look at it and delineate, the boundaries between the different zones and give his expert opinion.
Second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, state aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye. Against, nay? All right, there you go. As for the grant paperwork and all, I'm looking at one of you two, you know, or the, I'm sorry, not the grant paperwork, the, permit paperwork. You know,
For the
that's gonna need to be
blasting.
filled out, obviously. Okay. Anything else you have?
I have a quick question. Oh, go ahead, Brian.
About the springs on the old truck.
Oh, yes. We have truck one, which we're technically getting a new truck one. I mentioned, we talked prior what our plans were for the old one. Do we keep it? Or do we ship it out the door and recoup some of our money for the new truck coming in? Either way, we go, either route we go, there's an issue with it that we have to fix. Some of the things are broke on the back. We could probably sell it the way it is as is, but I think it would fetch a little bit more money fixed, and I'm guessing maybe $1,500 to get it to that point. I think it probably would sell because it's four-wheel drive. I honestly, I'm up in the air about keeping it or selling it. I think if I had to lean one way or the other, I would ship it down the road. Just because it's showing its age
Yep.
and it has some problems
We're
that
starting to
are
put a
gonna
lot of money.
arise that I don't think we wanna mess
I'd also try and sell it as is first.
I would too. Yep.
with. That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
Yep.
I think it still would sell. You know, give it a good washing and maybe
Yep.
get some pictures up, and I don't know how you guys wanna go about that, you know, do bids on it, or is it? It's new to
Put it
me.
on Marketplace and see if anybody bites.
Right.
We can get a little bit more, if there are no bites, we can get a little bit more aggressive as to where we advertise it.
Do you have to get bids when you're selling town equipment? I don't know, I'm asking.
We've done in the past, we've done a sealed bid on the town equipment. Of course, it never panned out. We never sold it. Didn't we sell the mower attachment or something? Wasn't that one of the things we finally
Yeah, we
sold?
did. So
But that's not the only thing we've ever sold.
Mark Fenning bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the
The
grease
leasing service.
just advertised and we got no bites on that either?
We did a
We can
bid
just
system on that
advertise.
originally, then we just went, hey, somebody, if you want it, and you know, it's one of the things we keep our equipment a lot longer than a lot of other places do, as far as I can ascertain, so.
We don't owe anything on it and it doesn't owe us, so.
And it
Just
didn't know.
my opinion, throw it out on Marketplace, and if that doesn't work, we'll try something else.
So just remind me, this is the truck that we replaced the exhaust system kind of thing, the DEF problem,
No.
we had all that?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
We did replace that.
Oh, I thought that was.
That was the
We
one.
replaced two of them.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
My bad.
Didn't do
Let
that.
me go a different way. Is this the truck we were originally trying to trade in for the new truck?
No,
No,
it's the oldest truck in the fleet.
It's the smaller of the three trucks that we have that we do the hills with.
right,
Which we're hoping the new Dodge we are
Right. right.
gonna fill that spot. Occasionally, if we have to go up the big hills with the big tandems, we could throw an extra set of chains on
Mhm.
and open them up. But I think the small truck can zip around a little bit quicker.
Let's not zip the brand new truck around. Let's treat all new trucks with its glove. I mean, it costs enough.
No zipping.
I mean, that's probably almost $400,000 sunken truck, so. But anyways,
Not to change the a little bit, but we did have a complaint from a resident about a particular road that wasn't sanded up to his expectations. And I know firsthand that it was pretty well taken care of because,
Mhm.
you know, Brian did it and I went up after him certain times and it was adequate. I think the problem, the road is a east and west road that's inside of a mountain and it doesn't get no sunlight.
Right.
So it has a lot of trees, so you sand the road and then say a half an hour, 45 minutes later, the wind kicks up and knocks the snow off the trees and dumps another
Mhm.
inch and a half on the road, so you can't be there 24/7 to take care of particular.
my question is this, and it's, anybody else have any questions regarding it? But the question is this. Uh-huh. My question simply put is, you don't need to say who, but what road are we talking about?
Padva, I knew you were going to say Padva. That's
Alright. So, I mean, they have challenges on Putnam Hill Road, right? I mean, it's a challenging road to begin with. That we tried to address a lot of things with. Matter of fact, didn't we just talk about this road like 2 meetings, maybe 3 meetings ago? We were told that we
Mhm.
did pretty good with the trenching on the sides and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Putnam is a challenge and it's not, it has, you know, I walked that road and God help me, I needed a defibrillator by the time I hit the top or oxygen. I wasn't sure which. Not that I'm a perfect specimen of health, but holy smokes, there are points that it's steep and there's very little surface to the road. So I get what you're saying. You know, I'm not sure what more we can do on it.
Where it's,
Nothing.
we put a lot of money in that road last summer with the.
You've done your due diligence.
Of course, I'm up and down that road, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock,
Mhm.
sometimes midnight. And that road is actually held up pretty
Mhm.
good for the abuse that it's got this spring.
Hmm.
So it's like, I don't know how much more we can go with this. I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention that there wasn't a point.
Single, it's
Mhm.
they're putting heavy loads on it with a single rear axle truck,
Right,
which is about the worst thing you can do to it.
It's a challenge to say the least.
Yep.
And I feel for the folks on Pudva.
Mhm.
I mean, we have given that a lot of attention. I mean, what was it last summer?
Like this.
Yeah, it is literally,
It's a lift.
it literally is more than a 45-degree angle coming down in spots. That's what I'm saying. It took the wind out of me and I'm not, you know, I'm not saying I'm in shape, but holy smokes. What was that? 2 summers ago or last summer we went up Pudva? It was 2 summers ago, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I know we spent a lot of time. I know we spent a lot of effort up there. I mean, seriously, last summer specifically, I just, short of somebody paying for a lot of asphalt on that road, being the people on Pudva, because I don't think the town can afford to asphalt that road. I'm not sure how you get that road any different. You have a lot of legs.
It's
close
better
to
than
surface.
it's better than it's been in
better
the
right
past.
now than it's
Yeah.
ever been,
Yep,
I'd say.
I think too that, you know, hopefully we are out of the snow and mud. But, you know, in future, if there is a complaint, you know the state of the road, if it does need attention, I know that you guys will.
She had to say something.
Did I just jinx us all?
Here comes the
The
snow.
point is, we listen to the, you know, the residents, and if there's work that needs to be done, I think I would assume that we would do it, but as we've been saying, there's only so much
We can get them
that we can really do on that road, just given the
the angle.
topography and
Yeah.
the,
I mean, it's like anything, it's like 108 36. At some point in the winter, the road might be a little slippery for a couple hours.
Mhm.
But they just gotta be patient. We'll get to it.
yeah.
You know, and I know the fuel oil guys and stuff, the propane, they'll go up it and they might see, well, it's a little bit slippery. And I talk to them, they're like, they wait. They'll
Yep.
come back tomorrow or
Right.
a couple hours later, and then it's fine.
We'll have it, you know.
We can't have that road.
No.
Perfect.
It definitely has a very steep angle to it.
And Ryan will tell you, once you start going up it with a truck, go,
Yeah,
Mhm.
commit to it.
right.
And that's the easy part. Going up it is the easy part.
It's coming down.
Coming down.
It's-
Unless you're coming down backwards.
Unless you're coming down.
There's that choice.
Ryan's been down backwards, so you just get used to it.
I will
Just
say,
wanted to let you know there was a complaint.
for the record, I said pitch with a P. I don't want to say that and drop the bad word out on the internet there.
How were you able to meet with the state guy? Was it today or
I gave
tomorrow?
him a buzz and I'm actually meeting with him probably tomorrow morning.
Okay, I knew it was today or tomorrow. I wasn't sure.
Sure,
which.
gonna meet with him in the morning,
Good.
we'll get a game plan. You know, I looked at those spots again. And, you know, I talked to you briefly, I think a small excavator,
So they may have to rent an
we're
excavator.
gonna have to dig up the whole little triangle.
Put those footings in
It's for the crosswalk signs.
for the crosswalks on.
Yeah,
We have some big bases.
I've got the auger still, if you can find one large enough diameter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I can do is help you a little bit by putting 3 holes in, and
Yep,
but I'm offering that if you want, just let me know.
absolutely. Because like I said, it's not a very big area, so I
Yeah.
think we're really gonna have to just carefully, of course, it's all curbs, or we're gonna
Right.
have to carefully dig it out and.
Right.
Yeah.
Screwing the sidewalk up.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
If it might be.
But like I said, I'm meeting with Kyle tomorrow from District 8, and we'll figure a game plan, and I'll call Dig Safe and get them guys on board, and we'll get it. You know, hopefully the next few weeks,
Right.
maybe next week or something, we can at least get the bases in.
Yeah.
If we could get those in, stick a cone on it for a minute,
Yeah.
catch our breath, and then we
And-
could build the.
Build the signs and stuff.
signs.
Yeah.
Nick's built well for,
What's that?
I said Nick is built well for
Yeah.
digging out the bottom of the hole.
I had a quick question about the CDL training, because I see that we've had some payments. Are we all on track and that's happening in a timely fashion?
He went and he signed up for it, and it sounded like they wanted a 50% down,
Mhm.
Okay.
from my understanding,
Yep. They usually
to
do.
get the thing, when he has signed up for it. He's got his permit. Seems like you're.
How much is the training this year?
What's that?
How much is the total of the training for Class B?
I think it's like $6,000.
He's going for an
More
A.
than
I think
50.
he's going for an A.
No, it says B on it.
No, he's going for B.
I mean,
Says
going
B
for
right
B.
here.
I think that's just.
When you look
Okay.
at it. Yeah, I think we either paid the entire amount or something.
I would have done it while you're there.
Class B.
There we are.
He can add that on later.
Can.
Yeah, he was saying 50% that came.
That's the total.
He's gonna take it one manageable step at a time.
So according to, and you'll see it, according to your order, I think we're paying the whole bill. By the look of it, which has to get paid either way, but,
Right.
you know, I'm just saying.
As long as we're on track, because we had some dates where we wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to hold him up on those.
Yeah.
But
Has he actually started? I see, you know, they did.
He got his permit. I
Permit.
see.
They
Yep.
did the test, the UA test, right? So I see that.
I saw him, he was driving with Brian the other day.
Doesn't he start next week?
The class. That's what I'm
He
wondering.
said a couple weeks and he went down
Yeah.
last week, so.
Good.
That makes sense.
He seems to have a decent attitude.
Yep.
I'd like a little bit of his energy. I was like that when I was his age. You know?
Right.
You know, like, where'd Nick go? I don't know, he went somewhere, you know, but he's doing something, you know, so whatever.
Good.
All right, perfect.
Good.
Thank you. The only other thing on here is future town garage survey. I don't think we touched on it last
Did
meeting.
talk to Brian. And we may not want to survey this one down here. Only because I think we're beyond some of the limits already. I would suggest that if we do any surveying, we do it up at the new pit.
Yeah.
And lay out the site that we suggest for the garage up there.
Yeah, you would be
That
better,
makes sense.
you'd be well versed to put your money into the new
Right.
than into down here and then
Cause I was even thinking.
It
the one
might as well
was in the
just
fire
kinda
station, but that.
donate
so
that
many
back to the
limitations
cemetery.
with the State's piping under the ground.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you know, it sounds
thoughts.
good. So.
And I apologize, I wasn't at the meeting.
Smash.
Someone's
I'm waiting for the genius.
Did we add to the town plan? Do we make those changes? I saw that Amber had made some suggestions for
Mhm.
the town plan, specifically with regard to the fact that our current town garage is not adequate. So did that all get updated?
We don't know yet. We haven't
Did we
seen,
request it?
we haven't seen the
Oh,
final draft
Okay,
of any of the
Good.
sections, yeah.
okay.
That should be happening fairly soon.
I thought it had happened, to be honest, so I was. Yeah, okay.
All right.
I don't like the garage down there, you don't have to worry about sweeping the floor
I'm trying.
until you drop something.
Yeah. And you're, I was just gonna say.
Can you
So-
remind me, oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
looping back a little, can you remind me again where the crosswalks are going? And so,
They are going pretty much.
They're replacing
under the
one.
library.
Right, they're replacing the one at the library. That's the
Okay.
one I put in for, yeah.
Just like, there's not a lot of room where
Nope.
there's lines, so it's gonna be a little tricky, but I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Put some signs up and a couple of coming off those parking spots and.
I think we can reuse the signs that are there. If I
Might be
remember right.
interesting.
You can ask
If
him.
we use the auger, it might be interesting getting the tractor level. Might block some traffic temporarily,
Well, like you said, even if you chew it up a little bit and.
soften it up.
Soften it up, yeah. You don't have, like you say, you don't have a lot of space in there if you look to work with, right?
We got a whole barn full of round pointed shovels down there. If we were out of fuel, we were.
I'm sick that day.
There you go. I got nothing else.
I'll leave those two. All right, anything else for the road team here?
Got anything for us?
Thought Nikki had a
Go ahead.
question.
I did, it was answered. It was
okay.
just about the CDL, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Anybody else?
I'm wondering if Linda is possibly here about the cemetery fence.
Actually, I was here about, we've got Boca coming again this year. And we need some more crushed stone, wondering if the road crew have time to go get us 5 yards this year. That'll give us some leftover for next year
Alan?
Yeah.
Sure.
on a rainy day.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's easy peasy.
Easy
Just
peasy.
get with Linda and figure out when and where.
Thank you.
Use truck one. I hear the springs are good.
Probably hold it, but.
Mm. Anything else?
Brian,
The other thing was too that one of the trees that was cut, you probably noticed that it had a brace with the fence. And so tree got on the fence and
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
if you guys know a way to fix that or
I think the only way you could fix that is to maybe
new post.
post or.
Maybe shims.
I think
Yeah.
that was-
Pull it the other way and get it down the side. It's got to stick up enough
Like
to.
we used to do fence posts.
Much new poster.
Round pointed shovel.
2x4s do a lot.
Might go.
I think right over here, she's saying that one of the leaning on.
Maybe a pressure treated wedge or.
Yeah.
Just some kind of wedge to force it straight. But realistically, as the ground gets, we'll push it back eventually if it's really. It's only a temporary fix, it'll move it.
Hit the tree, hit the fence. I'm old.
That would, yeah, What do you tell? Wasn't me. No. I do know who it was.
Secrets of the town. Thank you.
Oh,
Anything else, Linda? Yeah. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay, excellent. Anything else for the road crew? We have Kathy here to answer questions for us, so I'm kicking you two guys out of the way for a moment. Papers are here. Kathy, come on up real quick in case we have any questions.
You guys.
Out of here, apologize.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Kathy's here as a resource for us regarding the copier printer upgrade and or new lease. Their current lease is up or coming up.
Mhm.
They proposed a couple different options to us. One is a black and white copier that is, I forget how much a month. How much is it a month, Tammy?
Looking,
I know it's like something 40.
yeah.
It's free. Of course it is. Black and white. Starting with black and white.
145.58. Today's cost is 145.58. The option one, black and white, is 140.58.
Right, so it's a $5 save a month for black and white. Now, the black and white is unlimited copies. Period. Toner, service, everything's in that 140 a month, unlimited for 140. We have a color option that's out there. This is a 5-year lease. So 5-year lease, we have a color printer that they're offering, copier printer option that is 154. So $14 more a month than the black and white. They'll give us 3,000 black and white copies a month, and they'll give us 500 color copies a month.
Okay.
6 cents a copy for color past that 500 and 1 penny a copy past 3,000. Is
Yes.
that right? Okay, sorry, my memory's in there a
I'm
bit.
pretty impressed.
7 for the color.
It says 6 and change.
It,
All right, 7.
yes, yes.
7.5.
Point something.
Yeah. So 7 odd cents for color for everything over 500 images
A month.
a month. So you get 500 free, 3,000 free, anything over that cost. I did speak to Kathy. I said, how many times have we exceeded like 3,000 copies in a month? And Kathy has expressed like twice this year, right? The grand
This year, town meeting, the town reports,
Yep.
and then Tammy with all the lister things.
So the reappraisal is like a one shot.
Yeah,
right?
that's, yeah.
Hopefully we don't need to do that in the next 5 years.
And that would be bringing up the town report. That would be a time when it would be nice to be able to print out a colored cover.
So how many copies of the town report do we print, give or
Um,
take?
150 copies with,
That was my question,
So-
is how many total have we done in the past color?
Well-
We haven't done any color, but the black and white.
well, when we sent them to the printer where we paid $7,000
Right.
for 300 books, those were in color sometime.
Right.
But I don't
You could
put
do that.
anything on the cover that really needs to be colored unless you want Town of Bakersfield in color.
Or your picture that.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the town mapping is concerned, the contrast is a lot better. Everything is a lot more visible if it can be printed in color.
Sheets.
Yeah.
Property record cards, which will have a picture of the house. Which will often, for our property record card thing, because we're getting a digital photo from, how we print ourselves. So I was thinking, according to that, that's one click. But according to the other little printer, that's ink.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't have to print them all, I just make them like, I wouldn't go over the 500, plus we can password protect.
Yeah, as long as you keep track, not go over your.
We have
maximum.
password
Yeah.
in. We would use, it's mostly the listers is what I.
Yeah,
need
The color would only be in-house, people coming in and they can go to wherever they had to go before to get color copy. We could, I mean, I do charge for a copy, so,
I know.
Just charge more,
What do you charge for a copy right now?
10 cents.
So it'd be like 25 cents a color.
Yeah, 25 cents a color copy and it would pay for the overage.
That's reasonable.
I think that's reasonable too.
Yeah, I don't,
Advertise that we have a
No.
color copy.
I'm pretty sure the library does and the library offers that, so, and it always has.
I was much more happier to hear that they were able to passcode the color version.
Yeah.
People just-
It will default to black and white and you have to have a PIN number or a password to use the color.
I also would request, if possible, I mean, it's a new modern printer that they set up accounts for each group. So we can see how much the listers are printing, color, black and white.
Yep.
We can
Yeah.
see the office folks, so there's, now it'll be a little extra on the administrative side by way of when you come up, you're gonna have to enter in your code that brings up, but at least we can track. And then let's just say Brian on the zoning side is printing out 4,000 color copies. We can go to Brian and go, hey, guy, what's going on here, right? Do you really need
Better
4,000?
increase your budget. He's printing out money.
That's what it is. That's what it is. He's printing out tens. So, and double side. The one thing I stress all the time is with color copiers, you have to be careful. Any dot of color on that page, the page is considered color.
Yes,
And
yeah.
it uses all the inks.
You
We're not
highlight-
paying for the inks. We're not paying for.
You highlight a word, it's a colored copy, right?
It's color document. So we have to be careful how we approach it. But I think once I heard there's a passcode that we can lock out color, I'm much more amenable.
And the price for the color copy is pretty much what we're paying now on that one. And just remember though, there is the taxes and some fees that still go on to that, so.
We're a governmental institution. We pay
Well,
taxes.
no, I'm not saying taxes, but there's a
Other
fee.
things.
There is a fee, like a,
Processing fees.
but it's not very much, so.
Okay. Well,
I don't remember.
We've only copied a total of like 259,000 copies.
250,000 copies.
It's
Flourished.
really, because you gotta remember, I am copying
Right.
land record stuff
Sure.
onto land record paper, so
Right.
there's,
True.
you know, you loan your mortgage that used to be 5 pages is now 20.
Yeah.
Mine should be small.
I'm not making 20 copies or pages because I put 2 on a page, so.
Well, that's the thing. For a smaller town, I would assume that we're not cranking out what Summit, like, you
Have a
know,
motion.
Burlington's pumping out or.
I would make a motion that we, I can't think of the word. We're not accepting the contract, but we sign a contract for the
Yeah,
color
so-
copy
5 years?
for 5 years.
You want me to sign it
Your lease.
when they deliver it and
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
So we would authorize Kathy to do that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded that we authorize Kathy to sign the new 5-year lease on a color copier printer from SimQuest.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? 5 yeses. You're not out of the hot seat yet, though.
Me?
So since you showed up, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
2-part question. Our telephone system is through Consolidated?
Yes.
They're pulling all the copper out. Do we have a plan on what we plan to do to replace that telephone system?
No.
We need to.
If that would be something you would have to figure out.
Is it us? I don't, that's
Why not?
office.
Could come in tomorrow and yank that line like they did a certain farm down the road.
Yeah, we need
They didn't
to,
give any warning.
we
They
need to
just came in and
check with
pulled it.
Comcast on their triple
Yeah.
and or consolidate it with Fidium.
Right.
If they have fiber coming
Yeah.
to the building, and we may just strip Comcast out and go straight Fidium
And do
and
void.
use their voice over. it.
It's just, our internet right now costs us $14.95 a month, only because we're just paying for the static IP.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is wonderful, but if we lose phones, we
Oh,
are.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the second part
So
of the story.
Comcast, their Xfinity, their phones,
Well, they did a triple play thing. I don't know what it is nowadays. It was $99 the last time I heard.
Yeah.
I can tell you Fidium for my household with 2 gigs of internet and phone service. I want to say I am like $105 a month.
Yeah, it's just over 100.
Yes.
is that what you guys have? It's Fidium, right?
Yeah, they have Fidium,
Yeah.
and we should probably take a look at the phone system for Fidium if we're using copper line down there.
My
200 and-
phone says it's Fidium. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
our
think
the phone bill on there says Fidium.
Because it is consolidated, it has been acquired or merged with Fidium, yes.
And they started My understanding is Consolidated started Fidium to get public dollars
Mhm,
for the Wi-Fi infrastructure,
exactly. Yep.
and then they eliminated Consolidated.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
why they're pulling the coppers to force one.
They don't want any copper. My part two to this question request,
They can do voice over IP.
check with Fidium, please, and check with Comcast. We need call waiting here. One of the feedback I hear frequently is I call the office and the line is busy, and I call and call and call, and it's busy. And I said, yeah, well, they're.
There's an office.
And they don't, and they said, can we get call, they're like, come on, call waiting's been out forever. Can we get call waiting? So at least you get beat through and say, hey, let me take your number. I'll call you back, or if it's emergency. So that was some feedback from a couple of the talent members over several different times.
Can it go to the voicemail instead of?
I don't think we have
We don't have
voicemail.
voicemail.
No, we have a plain old copper telephone line. That's what I'm saying. With this new setup,
Right.
we need to see if we can have call waiting and of course a voicemail system.
Yeah.
Because
They
there are
could do-
times,
I would go with just the voicemail, not call waiting, because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer a beep. I don't.
You're on the phone to
But
somebody.
which is why I don't have it.
It's annoying as hell.
Yes, because it blocks off what that person that you're actually talking to
Yeah.
has said, and you gotta say, sorry, I didn't hear that.
as long as there's some kind of way that we know that there's a.
I would add voicemail,
Out there. That's fine. One of those. if you could-
because that will show up that there's voicemail.
Yeah, that there's a
So-
voicemail.
So when you guys make these questions, if you can.
You
answer
should
that
be
as
able to
well.
keep your current phone numbers.
Yeah, you port them over, especially Fidium. Fidium will never. Yeah. That was, that's, and then my final thing is the shades. We talked about shades in here and out there. And I know somebody sent me something from Ace.
Yeah,
He did.
came in the next day after Amber mentioned it.
Yeah.
And measured the windows, and he sent that thing that they were, I don't remember how much they were, so.
All right, so we,
I
I
saw a
mean,
quote somewhere. in the
I saw.
mail. It was in the,
I thought it was a fire question.
yeah.
A window?
That wasn't installed though, right? That was just.
100
Well, I
windows?
wasn't gonna have them install it, I was gonna have them install
So we need,
Looks like Nick's got work.
we need to count on the windows, include the doors.
3, 4, 5,
The
6.
doors are smaller. So,
Yes.
windows in my office and the,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The bathroom.
so it's all the windows here. The bathroom has a shade,
Right.
It's the only place it does.
Well,
yeah,
that's good.
you know.
Maybe. You know,
I can be.
that could be interesting to say.
You wouldn't even have to go with the full window. You could just do from the half down, because
You could do the half.
they need a ladder to get to peek in over it.
Yeah.
But
I think you have.
I think we just.
the sun shines in during the day through the top.
All right, perfect. They were my things for Kathy since she showed up, and I was just going to ask her on the phone. Anybody have anything for Kathy?
I do want the public Wi-Fi. The fella that installed mentioned it's through Xfinity, so we'll have.
Well, the bill came from URA.
That's the lease, but he was saying the
Electricity.
And well, the Xfinity guy I talked to that was parked out here because he stopped to use it. And I was like, can you figure out why it's not working? And he couldn't figure it out. So,
it's working now.
yes.
But temporarily, right? Only until the end
If
of
we
May.
pay if we pay,
The $500 for,
yeah, then.
For 5
it'll
years.
Continue working,
yeah.
Yes.
unless we switch from Xfinity to Fidium and then. No password. We got rid of that. Yep.
And what is it, town hall?
Bakersfield,
No, Bakersfield hotspot?
nope.
No, it's Bakersfield free Wi-Fi, I think is
Yeah.
what it says.
I wonder if it's free.
It's free to pull up and use. It's not.
It's not free for us.
Default to the town, which has its password.
Town hall.
It should show up under other. Use settings.
Need a motion to.
which is now what Ryan rings all the time.
I think the thing is this,
Yeah,
that we should
I'm on
probably
town.
see if we're gonna stick
Yeah,
with.
but there is the
Yeah.
Bakersfield
Yeah.
free Wi-Fi.
We only have a couple weeks, so it's kind of,
Yeah.
Car won't let it connect.
if we decide to keep the hotspot and go to Fidium, would that stay up or does it drop?
Don't,
Oh.
it's through Xfinity, she said, so.
Amber,
That's,
if we decide to switch to Fidium versus Comcast here, what happens to the hotspot? If we pay the $500, do they just keep pumping them out to there?
yeah, that's the,
Yeah, but if we change to Fidium,
we'll probably pay more.
Xfinity goes away.
$14 a month goes away.
We might have to though. That's the
Is
problem.
that,
It's
is
not.
it for that or is it for yours? For your. Because now with the free high Wi-Fi, there's two. Are they both on the 14.95 bill? No.
No, no, just the town hall unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's the library?
Now,
That's
the town hall is password protected.
Correct.
So we should be running everything on the town hall.
We do.
We personally. Yeah.
I do. I don't. The only time I connect to that actually is when I'm driving by and I'll have a text message that will pop up because it connects to it briefly. You can't send, can't respond.
You just know.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like the researchers who are in here and stuff, give them the password.
Yeah, we tell them to connect to that.
Right. I'll reach out to that guy and ask him that question. We're considering going to Fidium and Barry. Yep.
Wish they would go back through and lift their wires up. Their wires they put in are hanging pretty low.
Yeah, they scare me. That's what I was worried about in the beginning.
I mean, if some of the spots, if we decided to raise the roads a little bit in the dips, they're gonna hit the lines.
Yep. Mine's on my grass right now. They haven't actually.
They haven't dug down and put it in yet? You know, it's like three
I
people
got internet
grabbing
now.
little shovels. They dig wedges and just drop it in. That's what they did. It surprised me. They don't dig deep either. Don't think that thing's down there 2-3 feet. It's
I wouldn't do that on our lawn. Sharon digs all over the place for flowers.
a problem. Okay, thank you so much.
We're good.
There's the other stuff if you want to read that. Okay. That's about all I have. If no one else has any more questions for Kathy, who came in just to offer a little bit of help.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Kathy. Yeah, just sign the loose paperwork and we'll be good to go.
All right, I'll email him tomorrow and say color is the option. Go
That's right.
Ugh.
Oh, we do want to set up
Needs do we?
departments.
Huh?
When they deliver it, we want them to set up departments, figure it out.
My computer, do I gotta run over to the thing to put in a code? Or are we gonna do that?
You'll have to ask them. I don't know.
And I'm curious how that's gonna work with the scanning.
Again, that's a good question for them. But also, talking about scanning, they're gonna have to set up the scan folders and all for you guys, get that all set up when they deliver it.
Yeah.
Right? Hence why we didn't do yours with the anticipation it was gonna be swapped out one way or another. Okay,
Would select board have its own department?
we should.
Research on, right,
No.
they're gonna call.
Well, it's still, it depends. Like, for instance, what I would like to know, let's just say we ask you to print a bunch of documents for select board. I'd like to know how many clicks we're using versus the town office versus the listers versus the BCC versus if the historical society comes in and has to print. I mean, it may be a lot of information we don't need at the moment, but it would be nice to know if we have a big hit, where that hit
Where
came
it's
from.
coming from.
Because going, hey, Kathy, someone printed 5,000 prints last month. You gonna be able to answer me? Oh,
Well, yeah, Tammy.
right. So,
No.
I think it's good to have that information.
Now is if someone who has a key comes in.
Right. That would be the only way you would know. Because we're small enough that we know when you've got a ton of problems going on.
Okay.
But I think if it can be done, we should do it. Have it departmentalized.
Do you know what the the rural community transportation email is they sent you? What this is in reference to?
It sounds like they want to request money for next year and they want to know the timeframe. That's the way I was reading it, so
me a minute.
I know
Thank you.
December.
That's what I read it.
There was other questions that, what.
Like,
you-
tell me what the approved fiscal
They didn't-
2026 amount was for your town, yeah.
So they should have that. Why are they asking us?
Yeah, I mean, this is a strange,
That they didn't ask for any money last year unless they were under a different name. What were they?
They were Green Mountain Transit.
Yeah, Green Mountain Transit didn't ask for money last year that I'm aware of.
all right. Let's see what we can do for that.
Yeah, I knew December 1st, but I didn't know what else financial stuff that you might want. They were asking those questions. I would write it all down and I will send it to them and we'll also use it as a guide when other people call.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Have a wonderful evening.
Is it on the website, Kathy? I thought we did put that information on the website.
We did an announcement.
Don't say that.
So, I don't send things on the website anymore. Going to the back of the thing, just.
Links and we can't anymore either.
They missed it.
Or get back over here near the mic.
Make it so I can pin and unpin.
I like the website. The only thing that I don't like with this one versus our old one, like, I'm closed on Thursday. I have put it on the board. I've told all people who have come in and done research. I'm closed on Thursday. Tell all your friends. Tammy put it on the website and Facebook. But before on the homepage, I just went in, closed this day. People go to the website. It's the first thing they see. It's not something they have to search for.
Right.
So what we
So we
need,
need to talk to Sarah about something.
announcement section on the front page, that's what it says.
Just for like closings or, cause
Right.
COVID's still out there. I may have to be home and closed for a week.
Right.
It'd be nice to be able to just put it there.
Yeah.
Rather than call one of them, say, put a sign on the door.
Yeah, we need an announcement section. Yeah. Why don't we talk to Sarah Joe? Oh, well, I better not do that. Someone want to make a motion that we authorize Sarah Joe to put an announcement section on the front page of the website? No, an announcement section. A tab is beautiful,
Banner.
but what,
On the app.
yeah, banner on the
I'll
homepage.
make that motion that you just said.
Yeah,
Something that we can,
like what, I make a motion, what you said.
yeah.
Can I have a second of the motion I made and what I said? So what we're looking for, there's been a motion made by Todd and seconded by Amber saying that we are looking for we're authorizing Sarah Joe to update the town website homepage with either a banner or an announcement section that stays on the homepage, not a link, but an
Stays.
actual announcement section that's easy and intuitive enough that someone can quickly put an important
Closed
announcement.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxes are due,
Something made, big announcements. All right,
because right now you have to go through an announcement, click on announcements and scroll through them to.
You're not gonna find it. Yeah.
Where before you got on, the first thing you clicked on when you got on the website was the homepage and it said in red, closed, or taxes are due, or taxes were due.
so Tammy, you got the idea of what we're asking for. Tell her to talk to Kathy if she has any
Yeah.
questions. So any further discussion on the board on this?
No.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Good, okay,
And one more thing,
yes.
elections 101 training, you still plan on going
Mhm.
in person?
Mhm.
Okay, and
Yeah,
anybody else?
I'm gonna try to do the Zoom with y'all.
Yes. Well, it's the June meeting that is, yeah,
Yeah, it's elections 101, Board of Civil Authority, Justice of the Peace,
Right.
Select Board, people who count ballots.
yeah, so
Do they have, are they gonna offer something outside of business hours? Cause I cannot attend if
it's
it's.
gonna be,
I know,
To attend
because.
a training once every other year, because I get certified. And I didn't when I was taking care of Dad, so I have to do this one.
PCA property tax assessment appeal.
I think they're both, she said she's going to.
Yeah, cause this one's June, well, the in-person one is June 22nd for elections 101. It's the one I discussed with Deanna the other night.
Yeah.
Huh?
You count votes?
No, but you're not part of the Board of Civil Authority.
We need, when the Zoom link comes out, let us know, please.
Yeah,
That is-
that would be
That'll be
I'm
good.
hoping that one.
first.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Register you, or you just wanna register and click one?
Okay.
Cause I can email Rosie and tell her the bulk of us wanna do the Zoom.
I can only do the Zoom. I can't keep showing up in the
But
middle
I
of the
can do
day
it
for
for you
me.
tomorrow.
No.
Okay,
Alright.
Yeah,
yeah.
name it and.
But I'm not attending in person on the 22nd. That's our 40th wedding.
Ooh, congratulations. Hey, sorry, I can't come to our wedding anniversary. You have to go. See, you know I love you, bye.
They will have more throughout they have them every year.
Right.
But because I haven't, like I said, I'm supposed to go once every other year. And when I was taking care of Dad, I couldn't even do Zoom taking care of Dad, so I didn't attend any, so.
Totally get it. Okay, anything else?
No, that's
Oh,
it.
You have a wonderful night. Thanks for
Thank you.
showing up. Appreciate it. Moving on, police contract, enjoy the tiramisu.
There is a little bit of movement on the
Contract.
police contract, but I can't discuss it at this time because it's still in their executive session over
I
there.
will table it for.
But
an
it's
update.
moving forward with, how do I want to say, some different alternatives.
Oh, excellent.
And we are being thought of in that alternative.
Oh, excellent. That is a good thing.
That's about what I can say.
Uh,
This space is what just.
That's right.
So town office printer, we've already covered. Update MERP. I submitted the grant paperwork for the last fiscal quarter twice. Because apparently the first time, and I had screenshots of it, that's why I keep screenshots. The first time it did not take for some reason, and we actually missed the date. And I'm like, oh no, here's the screenshot I emailed myself just to show I did it. Thank you, Lance. Something Lance had said to me. So I'm like, yep, screenshot
You
it.
felt most of experience there, I'm guessing.
So, yeah, something happened when I submitted it, and it registered, but it didn't, so blah, blah, blah. It's in the system now.
Good.
Also, not exactly MERP, but ARPA. I'll talk about that real quick. We did exceed on a second warning, because I ignored it, and be totally honest, a second warning of them wanting me to do the finances again. I'm like, we expended all that money in 2024. Why am I filling this out again? I thought it was, a done.
Yeah.
deal. I didn't realize I had to go in and say there was no money in
No,
it. Now,
that's like FEMA. I mean,
Yeah.
every year.
you do it and then they send it to Texas
Yeah.
and there's another whole team that reviews it and they'll ask you.
Yeah,
to
let's see the
rewrite.
same questions.
So I had to go back and refill out that we have no available funds. It's all been committed, blah, blah, blah. So that's all done.
Good.
The only other piece updated MERP is actually the project for town hall is underway, as some of you are feeling the chilliness in here.
No, that's fine.
The big green girl is being broken apart. I don't think they pulled it out of the basement yet, but they're breaking it up. Yeah, they're gonna get as much of her out as they can. She's very big and bulky, heavy. Yeah. So they're gonna take out what they can and try to break down as much as they can down there. So once that one's out, we're coming into the warmer months anyhow. We'll take out the one that does just the office area. Both will be replaced.
It's getting the scrap metal fees.
I do not think we negotiated the scrap metal.
There's some money there.
Pretty sure. Ready? Alan. So Everett's doing the work. Alan's.
Little contract reminder next time
Yeah,
that we.
there you go. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, neither.
I feel bad. I've got an old Massey Ferguson tractor. You can have a metal from that. If you can get it off my property, I'd appreciate it. Anyhow, update MERP. So the furnaces are being broken down and removed. On another note, Brian with Witch Cat Electric sent me a text. I believe it was a text. Sorry, wrong person. Brian. And what he has here for the quote from Green Mountain Power. He said he was going to try to get us the fees. I don't know, you guys
Yeah.
weren't here, so you may not know.
They weren't at the last meeting we was here.
According to this, Green Mountain Power charges $400 for the application fee, which they credited us $400 for, so that's free. But the actual overhead secondary service of a single phase line coming in will cost $712.99. Their fee.
Cheaper than we thought.
Yeah, and then he's going to connect in with his
Yeah.
quote.
Good.
Good.
So I know we authorized him so much money.
Just a quick question. Quick question before I
Yes.
forget about it and ask you guys. Is that line on Egypt Road two-phase?
Single, two, or three phase. What is it? Do you know?
And do you need, in your new town garage, will you need
Yeah,
two-phase power?
right. Good point.
It'll cost you more. Don't go three phase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would assume, right, if you're gonna update the facility, I mean, what?
I was just curious if anybody knew whether the power service along Egypt Road
Can
is
handle it.
just single or is it double phase?
If there's any sugaring operation, it should be at least two phase. If there's
Just single phase? That may be a
Depends on
significant
what they have.
expense then.
Right.
So it's like, for those who don't know what they're talking about, a phase is a 125-volt line. And it's like, how many phases? It's like three phase or 125-volt lines. There is more.
I've been down there 100 times. I
Type
can't
stuff, so-
remember.
For those who may not know what we're jargoning here with single phase, two phase, or three phase, that's generally, just think of it as three normal outlets you would have coming across one line.
Yeah.
Is this
20.
something to consider?
Something we need to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, it is something that we can ask what they supply. Obviously, if the cable coming up the road isn't carrying two or three phase, you're not gonna get three phase. Yeah,
You'd have
it's
to
gotta,
pay
it's
for
gotta come up, yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, you have to pay to get, well, they'd have to string that from wherever, like,
Right.
I know it runs, three phase runs down Williston Ave in South Burlington and Williston,
Well,
but
we
you
wouldn't
have to
need-
pay for it.
We wouldn't need three-phase.
So you need,
I'm just saying, they would have to put
Yeah.
they
I'll look.
would have to run that.
It's possible we don't even need two-phase, but
Right, I mean, the thing,
You're gonna be able to get 440 volts.
Right.
Yeah.
and the thing with the updated shop, everything's LED, everything's.
That's
getting
true,
more and
yeah.
More efficient,
okay.
all in
That's true. Yep.
stuff.
Good point out.
Okay, thank you. Good point. MERP. So the only other projects we have on MERP that we're talking about is the power, like I said with
Right.
Brian.
Yeah.
He has the quotes. We did authorize him to get that. And I think we gave him a blanket authorization up to. So what I'll do is we'll reach out to him and see, can we reach out to him and see if our up to is enough to cover all of the expenses to replace the line, please, Tammy? Yes, please. And we'll go from there. If it is, then
We're good.
just tell him to schedule it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we haven't exceeded what we told him he could spend up to, ask him when he's doing the work.
2,500 wasn't it? I thought or something.
Yeah, I thought it was more. I thought it was like 5.
I mean, it's 5. Yeah.
But whatever the number is, what? I think it was 5,000. I think we were just above what he was
Yeah.
quoting. What was the amount we authorized him up to?
That was way. That
Not the
quote
finest
was under
quote,
what-
but ask him if he's within the quote, the not to exceed, or take a look in your notes from 2
I
meetings
think it
ago.
was 5.
Yeah, take a look and see, and then see, but long and short, if he hasn't exceeded, he's good to start. I don't know, for us, the best day to do the work would be a Friday, because the town office is technically closed and they don't need power. If we can schedule that, if he could do it, I don't know if he could do
Friday,
it in one
Saturday
shot.
would be good.
Yeah, cut over. I mean, he can pre-work everything to the cut over, right?
Yeah.
And, so, anything with that?
No, that sounds
Anything
good.
for this side of the table? No, okay. Moving on, warrants and reports, they already been, moved around, and I believe we signed. Everyone have a chance to look and sign?
I did have one, it's not a question, it's just a little tiny thing on the road commissioner's report.
There's 3 of them. Choose which one you want.
I'm looking for the road commissioner's report specifically. I don't know, but it's only one of them that has
So that's all the old employees on it.
old employees listed.
Yeah.
None of them are currently working.
So we
for the
should
town.
get rid of them.
They're all at zero. There's
Yeah.
not any,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's one of the old.
I put a line down by
The
it.
truck.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. You did
Yeah.
make the note. You
Yeah.
said clean up.
So we just need to clean that up.
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just an old one.
It's the form she grabbed.
It's an oversight.
Yeah.
Can you see it? There you go. We're done anyhow.
Yeah.
You said list old employees?
Yeah, it's got,
None of the current ones.
yeah, it's got all the three guys before you three. The good old three guys visiting. So warrants and reports have been around, Brigham Academy.
Jeff Patterson and Jason Savoy had two prospective contractors in the building to start doing preliminary work.
Excellent.
They're seeking contracts with cleanup phase of it.
It's really gonna happen,
When
isn't
do
it?
we hit the 1 year thing?
It's October, I
You
believe.
should be doing,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was fall.
right, it was fall.
That's good news.
Contract.
I don't want to scare them. I'm just happy to see progress.
I want to say September, October.
I think it was October.
That's amazing. I'm glad to hear it. And it's perfect time because if they're gonna start working in that building, the kids
Right.
won't be in it in the summer.
Right.
Right? If they're gonna start
Yep.
doing stuff in and having contractors there, it'll keep the kids out, at least till 5. I mean, they can't go past 5.
When did that happen?
That's okay. I mean, we know it's coming up.
We know it's, yeah.
Yeah.
We know it's gonna hit sooner than later.
October 20th.
We think, I knew that.
Thank you for the precise. I saw it said October down.
I knew it was October, yeah.
All right,
Question, last time, Lance, when you were not here, we got on the topic of like, do we have the capacity, do we have the water capacity for that to turn into 20 people's new showers and stuff?
Yes, it's on town water.
Yeah. Cause I was talking, Dan was, my new garden,
Yeah.
and he happened to mention that the well down in the house is 200 gallons a minute.
oh, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could service the whole town. 30 gallons a minute.
Wow.
Mine's like.
Mine-
2.5.
Big storage tank and
There you go.
we need another thing, right?
That's right. Hey, next dry hydrant, we know where we're putting it.
There it is, right. How the hell, one's in the front and one's in the back.
Question last meeting? Yeah, someone had requested, Lance, the permission to be able to
It's not
hunt
posted, no
on town
permissions
land.
required.
Discussion was it's not posted.
No,
This is deep in thought.
Yeah. it doesn't, yeah.
What town land are we referring to?
I forget what land that.
I think they're looking at some of this land that they're looking at proposing to purchase or whatever, if it becomes
Town land.
like a park.
I forget what
Any
strip of
town
land
land.
that was. That was, it's probably in.
I don't think any of the
Mail
pit
up
is
there.
where they can hunt, right?
If we have a,
People are pretty much in there anyway.
Right. I would
The
just
problem
say,
is-
right.
So our stance, we talked about it and we were going to consult the legal team,
Yeah.
so.
Right.
you can punt.
You don't need permission, right? Right.
There's two issues yet. If we say no to this individual on this land and we post this land, then what about the next,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
And that was the one main concern. How do we and then how do you monitor it?
right.
Yeah.
So the concern on the other side of the pendulum is Al goes in hunting or Brian goes in hunting and he falls and hurts himself.
Who's liable?
Who's liable?
But I think there's something to do with if the land is
Yeah.
posted,
Right.
then doesn't it remove liability? Or is that the private
Not
property
100%
owners
of it,
not?
no.
100%.
I can't stop a hunter from roaming in on my property now.
Right. Right.
Posted lands.
Right, I just mean if it's not posted, there must be some liability.
Technically, it should be posted, no trespassing,
Right.
not no hunting.
Right.
Because of, and I think you'll find that under MSHA
Mhm.
regulations.
Yep. Yeah, no trespassing means you can't set foot on that property. Where no hunting is, yeah, you just can't hunt on it.
Yeah,
I think they'll work.
but if it's town land, we can't see no trespassing because it's community interest center.
Like a gray area.
They land.
So we might want to consider
Yeah.
the time and expense of posting that.
As
I
a-
think,
Huh.
I think,
I don't think.
because
no-
those lanes are open up for hiking and everything else. So if you no trespass it, we're talking all the community land. You're talking the trails, you're talking.
No, he's talking the pit.
We're
You're talking the pit.
We're talking pit because of
We should
MSHA
post it. We
regulations.
should post
That
it.
should be, that should be.
That's a hazard all unto itself because of a
Right.
big hole. right? So if someone goes out there, we need to remove the liability from ourselves. We should have that.
That's
as
That's a whole different thing.
trespassing period.
And there's equipment there and everything else, so we should definitely post that as no trespassing. If it isn't posted, somebody better make a motion to post it.
I would make a motion that we post that piece of land where the gravel pit is as no trespassing.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any against? And I shouldn't have said we better make it. I was just trying to get the urgency, but you get my gist.
I
We should.
had no idea that that wasn't.
We need to post that, Alan, and that's your playground, you two. So let's follow the proper protocols.
Want to post?
No trespassing.
No trespassing. Yeah.
Exactly. But do you want to just post it on the roadway or do you want to post it on its own post?
Whatever the legal requirement is, isn't there a
It's every
specific
400 feet.
400 feet?
Put it on the telephone pole.
I post the roadway in, but every 400 feet post goes the proper way. I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are parameters for it.
We don't want people to be confused or to say they didn't see it.
But that there may be different
You have
parameters.
to be able to see it from sign to sign is another part.
No, let's do our best.
Yep.
We need to protect people. Yep. The scary thing is if somebody, and I don't think, well, maybe someone older will go down and try to baja in there, but I was gonna say little Jane or
Oh.
Joey on their bike trying to.
There
ride
might
around
be
there.
if you already have done that.
I can't exclude the ATV community
Right.
per se, not the ATV. Forget it.
Right.
I'll be in trouble no matter what I say. I'm joking. But anyhow,
We might want to
Okay.
consider changing the lock too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
on the gate.
yeah, that
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
it's been opened before.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a fairly new law though. Like we.
It's not that old brass one on the 4-digit code.
So-
Oh, okay.
No, we updated that.
Okay.
Agreement, no,
perfect.
it's been updated.
That's the problem with the 4-digit.
I'm telling you, that was 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4 ones.
1947, yeah.
431. 0.
Any, so moving on the review mail, we go with that, everybody?
Yep. And then I have one add-on.
So we have a couple different things in the mailbox. We have, and has everyone had a chance to try to pass this around so you can look at it?
I do
before we
think
go?
we need to look at that one through our legal, like.
Yeah, I believe that this, and I agree with you. The only concern I have, and it's more than anything, and I know this is kind of to rattle our cage, but you know, is there really a legal ramification by us doing our own ATV stickers and licenses?
I would like to just say this. Since we've done that, we've had fewer problems on the road.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. No, I would agree with that. But I just want to make sure we're not increasing our liability by doing that
Yeah.
as well.
Our ATV statutes state that you have to have a license. It has to be registered, has to be insured. You're supposed to be 16 or over.
Certain hour, certain season.
Certain
Certain
seasons,
season, May to
not
October
ours.
or something. Right? October to May,
Could
they're
be.
closed.
yeah.
It's been a long time since I reviewed it, but
And then we need also that we bear no liability, it should say in there, if anyone gets hurt.
Right.
Yeah, you're off-roading at your own risk.
speed limit is 25. That's posted on it.
We already had one accident this week.
Have we?
Roll over it.
Friday night.
East Bakersfield Road. Yeah.
I mean, if
So-
they're
But I know what.
clearly violating the statutes, I think that would limit our liability.
No,
I would
exactly.
hope so.
Tammy, can we have, is everyone okay if we have council review
Yeah.
this and send our
Yeah.
ordinance with it so they can tell us if we're compliant?
Yeah,
Well, either that or VLCT, we
Or
pay for that.
VLCT if they'll do
Let's
it.
go VLCT,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we,
Right.
yeah, I mean, we pay for them already, Megan, we
Right.
have to pay above and beyond. I
yeah.
think we should stay within, in that parameter.
And that should be fairly straightforward. It's
Right.
nothing,
No,
nothing.
it's really just look at
complicated.
ours and tell us if there's something we need to add or delete.
So we have our own statutes and our own,
Have them look at our ordinance.
they want us to
Right.
do, not have our own thing.
Yes.
Or they're just saying,
That,
have your own thing,
Yes.
look and make sure it meets the
So-
legal.
in front of you, the communication is trying to bring heightened awareness to us that we could be liable by having our own thing, and they state a statute. What we need is VLC to, we want them to review with the document, review our ordinance.
Yeah.
Tell us, are we?
Should
in
we be doing
compliance?
anything different?
Yeah. Do we need to add a caveat if it's not there that you obviously
Leave a
are
piece of language
off-roading,
missing,
you're
right.
at your own risk?
Yep.
And the town accepts no liability.
Yep.
And, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but it's a point.
Yes.
Yes, please send them ours. If we're okay to move on?
Mhm.
All right. Next piece of mail is about open registration for downtown and historic preservation. The conference is on June 4th in St. Albans.
Yep.
I obviously, we already talked about going in the middle of the week for different things. Does anybody have any interest in this?
I'm not available then, so.
No, down this end of the table anyway? No, okay. So we reviewed that.
File 13.
Next item is more for just the file, I would assume.
Yep.
Yep.
This is,
Actually, there's another copy on the back of the warrant.
Right.
okay, this is just the vehicle that we will be
We'll have it.
purchasing.
Those in the file.
As I stated at the beginning, I don't need to cover this again. Alex has informed us that we are not eligible, as well as Alex has sent us
New contract.
things that we need to review for the next meeting. There is a section in here that Linda did request information on sidewalks on the south side of Main Street. That would be obviously something that they would be taking care of. Land use review board, public hearing, determination of compliance for the Northwest Regional Plan. In 2026, they're telling us that they, on March 25th, they adopted the new regional plan. Did everyone have an opportunity to read this?
Mhm.
Anyone
Yes.
have any questions, concerns, comments?
My comment is, what are they gonna do when tier 3 gets rescinded out of those maps?
Well, you know,
Do over.
I guess they're gonna have to review it and make an addendum,
Mhm.
right? But we're all okay with this otherwise?
Yep.
Okay, that's going up here. Thank you. Moving on, we did touch on this briefly, the town appropriation questions, which is generally what emails should they be sending requests? Tammy, I'm gonna leave, my penmanship sucks, so I'm gonna leave this to you. Well, or unless one of you guys want to fill it out, there you go. Nikki said her penmanship is good.
I did not say that.
Obviously, we just want to send it to the town clerk email address, right? Town clerk's email address,
Due date is December 1.
is that what we decided? If you remember, was it December 1st? Yeah, we want it all request by December 1st. I think
Yes.
we said.
Yes.
Yes, December 1st.
Is a petition needed? No.
No, we don't request petitions for that.
Detailed
No.
information.
Yes, but we do require, somewhere in there, you gotta write in that we require
Right.
detailed information and a financial report is what they're doing with the funds and services they offer.
Yep.
Right.
Yes. And how it benefits people and how it benefits Bakersfield residents. Is there any other topics on there we missed?
Nope.
Perfect, moving on. Others? Yes,
Got a
Todd.
couple.
Todd's got a couple.
Well, one is, at the last fire meeting, Assistant Chief Parent
Thank you.
asked the question. I told her I'd bring it up here at the board. The fire department wants to know if the town would be interested in splitting the cost of putting some sort of digital sign on the fire department property where we could put meeting dates, like we can put our fire stuff as far as, danger today, highs for outside burning, that type of stuff.
Versus.
So
the
she
people.
was going to get some pricing together and bring it forward in a proposal to see if the town might be interested in splitting the cost.
We look at it, but yeah,
I
It's
wonder,
kind of like what they have at Allegiant, if you've been down to the truck.
It's just
one of those.
the town bulletin
Yeah.
board, basically.
I would be interested in
Putting it on
being
that?
part of that
Yeah. I mean,
because they actually have run out of letters on that. They've noticed how many I've got.
Start abbreviating.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Supervisory.
They may want to buy one.
they actually can get
Well, Let's
grants.
figure
Yes.
out what it costs.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said, I told her bring it forward. Second thing is just an awareness, the ambulance contract will be coming up this next year. So I told him probably a 5-year contract like we did before. He'll do the 3 and 5, but
Please, yeah.
just so we can look at that.
Difference.
And next year, we'll be coming forward with the fire department's contract.
Okay,
Because that, I think we just got our 25 payment in October, so 26 will be this year. So I told them they could either bring it forward this year or next, either one to us to really
Okay.
look at as well.
perfect.
That's it. That's all I had.
For Todd, anyone else?
I had a question about the 4th of July and only in terms of, I know it's not the town. I know there are people doing stuff, but I haven't heard a thing.
Paul Stanley.
All Stanley or
Well,
Sharon,
Sharon,
There.
because they've been working together.
is there stuff happening?
Yes.
Because somebody did ask
And
me
there's some
about,
extra plans going on
food
this year. I
and
know
stuff.
there's some
Yeah.
touch of truck things that are being thought of that Sharon has thought about, the town trucks and our fire trucks and Enosburg ambulance being out there for kids during certain parts of that. They are gonna do the fireworks. They are gonna do the parade. So it's pretty much what went on with a little bit of something for the 250th.
So we're doing a parade.
Yeah. Yeah, there was they got some activities planned, but they're kind of in.
They're trying to get some stuff together. They're gonna have they're gonna try and have a community art
Yeah.
sale,
Yep.
stuff like that.
It's kind of in its infancy right now.
Yeah.
They're just beginning to talk.
Would you like to request an update for the next
I
meeting?
kind of would.
Okay.
You know, partly because I've had people ask me about
Yeah.
what food is going
The only reason I know is
Meeting, literally live in the household with her. But can you check with her, see if her Paul can join the next meeting and?
Damn it.
That's
It's just 40 minutes. It's just the conversation. That's right. Honey, I'm gonna talk to you. It's about fireworks.
Yeah.
It's about the 4th of July. No, but if you could just.
That'd be the end of that conversation.
Something along that same lines.
Yes, sir.
I don't have anything in it that is covered by zoning. But a vendor permit for the town of Bakersfield.
We don't have one.
No, you don't.
Nope.
That's
Are you
the
saying we
question.
should?
I have some folks who are interested
Oh.
in bringing a hot dog stand
Oh.
Absolutely.
to the village, and he doesn't know how many days a week he's.
Oh, we're not
gonna be
talking.
Doing it.
Like a pop-up?
days,
Nice.
But he wants to know what our rules and regulations would be, and if he could get a letter from the select board saying that it would be okay for him to vend.
The closest thing we have is a use permit,
Yeah.
which there's no fee attached to it.
Right.
For the town properties, the park out front. So as far as our regulations go, if he just filled out the use permit and had the select board approve it, he's good to go. Unless we come up with a
He
new
meets all the health
ordinance.
regulations.
We're gonna need a
That's
little
on
bit
him.
more because he's serving food. We're gonna.
That's on him though. He has to
He
be,
has to have some form, like with our contractors.
yeah.
We would
No, we
go
don't
in
have anything asking for that right now.
Right.
So if we want that,
We'd have
We'll
to
have to
create
come up with
something,
something.
right?
Hey, while you're talking to VLCT. Yeah, but while you're,
That was
Yeah.
nonprofits though.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
not, this is can you do us a favor when you call VLCT about the other thing? Can you ask them if they have something on a, kind of like a vendor permit?
He's licensed, he's gonna be licensed to the state just like I was.
Okay. He still has to have a health and.
He still has to have.
All that stuff,
He
right,
still has
right.
to have.
Some form of insurance.
Right, yeah.
He's gotta have.
He has to have
some form of
insurance.
insurance
Yeah,
himself.
that's all.
That's what you were gonna ask. about,
That's
the
whatever.
insurance part.
That's where I was headed, insurance.
so maybe we amend our use permit to
To say you're gonna have a.
proof of liability.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if you're selling food,
Right.
then a health permit.
Yeah, yeah, because I think in the prior things, it was always a small organization, a nonprofit type
Yep.
events.
Mhm.
This is somebody who's gonna be making, and I'm thrilled to hear somebody wants to do
Absolutely,
some
yeah.
stuff up here. We don't wanna put barriers up, Brian.
Right.
We've gotta we need to make sure that,
Well, I told him that I didn't have nothing covered in my zoning regulations.
yeah, we'd probably, if you could check with VLCT, I think they should probably have something out there in their document.
Yeah.
I'm sure they
library,
do.
What's the
liability
timeline,
insurance
Brian?
and stuff like that. True.
Is this something he wants to do starting fairly soon?
If he can get the state to do his inspection, yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
gonna be the-
So we got a couple days.
So we got a few days.
But, so,
But I'm still waiting on my inspection from 4 years ago, so that's why
Yeah,
my state.
They're way behind on that stuff.
there we go. But that's the thing, so if we can get a hold of VLCT, when you're talking to them about the other thing, we need to know if they have a document already created or something for us
I
for,
can look around other towns too
Yeah.
on the internet and just see what they.
Enosburg has, because I know
Yeah,
Enosburg
Enosburg
has
that.
Enosburg does
has the
Yep.
food truck thing.
$75.
I think.
What, a
so.
year?
It's just a year, yeah.
I mean, we're not looking to
And I
retire.
think theirs is right out of ECLT if I remember right.
I'm not even worried about the dollar amount at the moment. I'm worried about liability insurance.
Yeah.
Cause that's all we need is
I
somebody.
think they
to
call
leave
that a
property and
processing fee.
something happened. Yeah, of course, yeah. Anything else? Entertaining a final motion.
Next meeting.
Yes, 14 days from now, that'll be
Yeah.
25th. That will be Memorial Day.
Day.
So let's talk about Memorial Day. Obviously, we have to come in minimally sometime that maybe we do it on Tuesday to sign documents. Because we have to be in what, on Monday to sign their paychecks?
Maybe we just go to June. Skip that.
Memorial Day, I doubt Tom will be in.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Well, I'm just saying the warrants.
We need to sign the warrants on Tuesday
That's
or
all I'm
Wednesday.
worried about is-
Tuesday or
So I
Wednesday.
can come in and sign, but
can-
I will say that I will not be at a meeting that week because
Right.
my daughter is here.
Yeah,
I
no,
think we just forego that.
I think we should probably forego the second meeting this month and just move everything to the next first
To
meeting in
June.
June.
Yep.
But we have to commit that we'll come in and sign.
Yep.
the
And the warrants
warrants.
that we need to sign.
Anyway.
Right.
So we have a motion to put down the meeting for.
I make the motion, we adjourn.
No, we need a. Need a motion.
I thought it was when you wanted.
The one that we're.
Make
canceling,
the
that's
motion that we adjourn, or that we hold the second meeting in May and that we postpone it till the first meeting in June. And that we sign the warrants on the Tuesday or Wednesday following that Monday. Memorial.
Do I have a second to that?
It's also my birthday.
And mine. It's not birthday, lads.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It's
amazing.
your birthday. Oh, I think I'm the day after you. I'm the 26th.
We can have that day off.
Yeah. Second.
Yeah.
You second it?
On Tuesday.
Aye.
So we're all the same number.
Oh,
Okay, so we have a motion made and seconded to forego the second meeting and
That's
move it to
right.
June, as well as come in on that Tuesday, at least that Tuesday, sign warrants or as soon as they're available. All those in favor, please.
Point of clarification, you
Uh,
in your motion said the first Monday in June.
Wow, the second,
Second.
the first meeting.
First meeting.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
no, thank you. That's
Thank
what it
you.
should be. First meeting.
First meeting in June?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? That's awesome. So now I'm entertaining. Can you do that? What? June, the second week of June?
First.
Well, no one's coming in on the 25th for a creative.
We're not gonna be
So
here.
sorry.
You guys have any preference when you want the flags up? I was thinking maybe next week.
That would be
That would be
fine.
Can you
That's weather, weather
do me a
permits.
favor?
Don't get in the blimmin' bucket at the truck.
Or if you do.
Yeah,
honestly.
Safety and pleasant.
What's that?
Oh, it's not an OSHA.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, even if they're going up a ladder, safety.
Yeah.
Mind you, that people send us pictures.
Yeah,
We get pictures.
lots of them.
So
Yeah.
think about
lots of
that for a
them,
moment.
So maybe we'll try next week. The weather is decent.
Yeah. It's great.
Takes a couple hours.
Please and thank you. All right, we're up to the final motion, I hope.
I'm not gonna do it this time.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
A second.
Motion's been made and second, meeting adjourned. All those in favor?
Pete.
Against? The ayes have it. Good night.